Welcome to another lesson by yourtechvision.com, and today I'm going to give you some basics on PowerPoint. Now I'm going to have my talking software off because I've gotten a lot of feedback from the sighted people that say that the talking software is very distracting. So I'll actually give you the commands as we're moving through. Okay, so I'm on Windows 10, but basically any Windows product will work like this. So when I hit my Start key, that is like a search engine to the world. You can type anything in there and go any place. Start key R does the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in PowerPoint immediately comes up, and all you have to do is hit Enter. So you do not need an up and down arrow to that when you're using talking software. So let's enter. Okay, so it's going to say Backstage View, and basically what it's telling you is there is a whole grid full of forms of different PowerPoints you can open. If you tab one time, you'll actually go to all your most recent documents, which is really nice. And then when you shift tab back, it'll actually say blank presentation. So just open, and this is true for any Microsoft 365 2016 product. When you get this Backstage View, just hit enter on it. That is a blank document, so hit enter and open. Okay, so here we are. Now when you actually go to your slide, you're going to tab, and tab is your key to a lot of these. When you need to move to your window panes, to like your thumbnail, your navigation region, it's going to be F6 or Shift F6 depending on which way you're going. Now you can also see my mouse. Now you sighted people will just click to add title, but I'm going to tab, and then you can just type in it and you immediately get there. Now sighted people, if you actually use the commands, you will actually move much faster if you use the commands. You always escape twice to get out of your any placeholder. So I'm going to tab twice, and it's going to say subtitle placeholder, and I'm just going to type by and then my name, escape twice. Now when you open a PowerPoint, it is a white background and black title, and when you want to do a presentation, you do want to pick color. So I'm going to hit my applications key. For sighted people, that's a right click on your mouse. If you want to use the applications key on the typical keyboard, especially a desktop version, it is two keys to the right. Typically you're going to see you're going to see Alt, which is right next to the spacebar, and then your applications key is the one right next to it. And you've got format background. So I'm going to up arrow because these dialog boxes are like huge circles, and if I down arrow, it will take longer. So why? And we're going to go hit enter on that. And then you get to a different type of way to insert color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to down arrow, because you're going to hear fill, and it's going to say down arrow and I think it's down arrow actually instead of tab, but I'm going to go ahead and down arrow. The thing is, when you come to a radio button, if you down arrow, it automatically changes to the gradient, and then you're going to go to color. Now sighted people are actually watching what is occurring right now as I'm up and down arrowing in your radio buttons. For now, we're just going to go up to solid, keep it simple. So then you're going to tab to your color. Now we used to do Alt and then like C to color to actually get there, but they have acceleration keys where you can just hit C for color. But just know sometimes it doesn't work, so you need to go ahead and tab to it. I'm going to hit spacebar and open that. I always go to my primary colors when I'm teaching, just because if you're completely blind and you're not sure what color fits best, yes, you could go down to a grid and you can listen to the saturation points, and then once you understand that what the saturation points are, it's lighter to darker, you're good to go. But when you begin, I just take the kids to the standard view colors, and they can left and right through the colors in order to find what they want. So let's go ahead and just do light blue and hit enter. Now, if you get out of your navigation right now, it will only apply it to that one slide. So tab to apply to all. So I'm going to go ahead and apply to all, and I'm going to hit enter. Now your navigation pane is still open. If you do not close it, yeah, it's going to give you issues. The biggest issue is once you go and you do a format or whatever, the pane is still open and it will not pop you in there, and then you got to be using your F6 key to move around. So just control space, and it just saves a little bit of headache there, and C to close, okay? And then you get rid of it. And then you have the whole screen to access. So let's go ahead and add a new slide, and that's Control M. And you just add this. Now all of these are up in home key. All the real major commands are going to be in your home key. And that's true of most of the Microsoft products, whether you're in Outlook all the way to Word, Excel, whatnot. So if you Alt-H and you tab through your ribbon, if you forget a command, just do Alt-H and tab through. There's a pretty good chance you're going to bump into what you want. So we've got a layout now, and the next default layout is one content area. So we're just going to tab one time, and we're just going to type in one content area. Escape twice, and then we're going to tab twice to get down to your placeholder, and I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 2. Just to show you that they are bullets, okay? And this is where you're going to add all your information. Remember, you're not adding complete sentences, you're just jotting ideas down. Escape twice. And Control M. Now, the next most common, and I say next most common, but it really is the first primary common, that's to content. So go ahead and hit your Applications key, and we're going to go ahead and hit L for layout, down arrows just as fast. This is a grid of 9 options, and you're going to have title content, and you're going to have to content. So I want you to left arrow to title slide, and down arrow to to content. So tab to your title slide, and go ahead and put title, or to content, whatever you want. Escape twice, tab twice. Okay, and now that's your first placeholder, so do 1, enter, 2, enter, 3. Escape twice, and then let's go ahead and tab 1, 2, 3 times to your third placeholder. Now, I usually have the kids place the picture on the right-hand side. It doesn't matter. The teacher may have a preference, and I always tell the students, go with what the teacher prefers. So we're going to actually insert a picture. You could use clip art, but clip art is fairly problematic in 2016 and Office 365. So I actually teach the students how to go into the internet and find the perfect picture. Yes, even totally blind people can do this. It's just a search technique I use. So I'm going to go to Insert, so I'll N to Insert and P for Picture. Once again, if you're looking for something specific and you don't know the hotkeys, all you have to do is tab through the ribbon, then listen to your talking software tell you what the hotkey is for that. P for Picture. So here we are in the picture mode. So let's just pick something. I can't think of a name offhand. Oh, actually, I think I can. So I'm going to just hit J, because I know I've typed in a lot of pictures using the letter J. You can also Shift-Tab up into your list view, of course, arrow around and find it. So let's go ahead and go down and just insert a picture. The nice thing about using the placeholders is it actually inserts it perfectly where it needs to be, which is ideal if you're completely blind and you're trying to utilize this. Now you need to alt text this information. So hit your Applications key, and we are going to go ahead and alt text it. So up to Format Picture and enter. Okay, so here it's going to give you different options. So what you're going to do is you're going to Shift-Tab up to your size and position. So you Shift-Tab, right arrow, and you get to size and position, and then you need to tab back down. You're going to hear size. Yes, you could do your size differently if you wanted to, but I'm actually just going to go all the way down to Alt Text, and I'm going to open that with space. And you could, once you tab into, you're going to hear title, but I just skipped that anyway. You only need a description of it. So it is a picture of our dog. So dog looking in mirror out a truck window. Well, that's kind of hilarious. Yes, that's our dog, and boy, does she love taking rides. Okay, so we need to close this pane. So I want you to Control Space and C to close, and there you are. Perfect slide. Hit Escape and get out. So you can go ahead and continue with your slides. If you do a Control M, you're going to get it to content, so be aware of the content that you use and then change accordingly. Let's say you want to edit information. This is another biggie, so let's just go ahead and tab to our bullets. There's many ways to do this, and there's ways that will instantly get rid of all the information you just put in there. So I've discovered the easiest way to do it is just hit a letter to pop in to your placeholder, backspace over it, and then you can actually go up and down arrow. When you're actually listening to slides, that is also very advantageous, because then you can pop into the slide and get in and out of it. Now I'm going to escape. Now the next one I want you to do is, and I'm going to take my mouse over here, these are called thumbnails. Well, if you're in your slide view, every computer is slightly different. It's either going to be Shift F6 or F6. So we're going to go ahead and hit Shift F6 and go to the left first. And then once you get to your thumbnails, it will say thumbnails. I want you to Control Shift Tab and you actually open the outline view of this. So when you're sent PowerPoints and there's a ton of context in there that you need to study for a test, it really is easiest to get the outline out of it. So I'm going to Control A, I'm going to select all this text, and Control C. I'm already going to tell you, not all talking software will tell you you're either selecting it all or copying it. So just walk by faith. And let's go ahead and open Word. I happen to have a hotkey for that, so Windows 4 is going to open my Word. And here we come. Once again, it's going to say Backstage View. It doesn't matter, just hit Enter and Open. And then I'm going to paste with Control V. And there is all my text just to quickly study from. And that is just really great. And then F12 and do a Save As, and you're good to go. Now I can Alt-Tab right back to my PowerPoint, change it back to the thumbnails, so Control-Shift-Tab. And I'm just telling you, do this, and if you don't, you're going to find out the issues if you actually don't utilize that. Okay, so that's a quick way to just get into start using your PowerPoint and either create or listen to those PowerPoints. Okay, have fun.